Hi guys, welcome in. If you're new, welcome back. If you've been here before, I am Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing. I hope you're all well today. It is Monday, October 7th, and this is going to be a general reading, but I feel like it's going to be very important for some of you because typically I don't have dreams that are given to me as messages to bring to the collective. But last night, or probably early this morning, right before I woke up, I had what I felt was a very significant dream. In the dream, I was in a room. It had white walls, and I could sense the presence of I guess, a yogi or an Eastern Indian, somebody from India presence in the room. And in the corner of the room, up like near the ceiling, was a coiled up snake. And this person, this yogi that was in the room with me, was saying telepathically to me, um, it's okay, don't be afraid because I can communicate with the snake. The snake isn't going to hurt you. And so I got a feeling like of peacefulness, like, oh, okay, he can take care of this. I don't need to worry about it. Excuse me. And then it went to, like, it cut away from there, and all of a sudden I was standing in water with the yogi, and the water was, I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing it was like 3 feet deep or something. So it wasn't up to my chest, but I was standing in water and I could see clear. The water was perfectly clear. The yogi was sort of behind me and to the right. And under the water, I could see rocks, and there were snakes curled up on the rocks. They were underwater, which is not, I don't think snakes are typically underwater. And so there were three of them. One was kind of closer to me to the right, and the other two were further away and up to the left. And again, the yogi was saying, it's okay. They're not going to hurt you. They don't need to hurt you. It's messages like that. And so, and then I had a sense, sort of like a knowing, that these were pythons. I don't have any idea why. Hopefully this message is going to mean something to someone because it's a little convoluted to me. So anyway, I'm standing in the water, feeling the yogi's presence behind me to my right. And then one of the snake that was closest to the right of me came off the rock and sort of swam underwater toward me. And I could see it clearly. And what I felt from the snake was not, I wasn't afraid. I was just like, wow. And I could see the snake's head, and it wasn't scary at all. And I put my hand out and felt like the smooth skin of the snake, and there was nothing scary about it. The message that I heard at that time was, make friends. You need to make friends with your enemy. Make friends with your adversary for now. So I have no clue. I mean, for me, I'm trying to figure out what is that dream meaning? Who is my adversary? What am I afraid of? What do I need to make friends with? So that was kind of, and then the dream ended. Like, it didn't really go anywhere from there. So the message that I took in from that was, okay, so there's something about either my fears or my, what I perceive to be, not enemies. I didn't feel like it was enemies, like somebody's going to kill me, but adversaries, as in someone that I'm having issues with. And intuitively felt this has to do with my job. So I don't know. We'll see. So After I got up, and I didn't walk, I was so compelled, like, okay, I have to do a reading about this. I just, when spirit puts things on me so strongly, like my whole morning routine goes out the window because I'm feeling compelled to do this reading or whatever it is. So I came in and sat down for a bit. I was prompted to use the Merlin aura spray, which I did. And then my stomach became really agitated and upset. So I had to stop and go to the bathroom and come back and sit down and then kind of tune in again. So as I was tuning in, I said, okay, let me get some information. What do I have that has anything about snakes? So I have, some of you have seen this before, Animal Spirit Guides book. But so what I wrote down as I was sort of in that, because I still wasn't fully awake. It's like I got right up out of bed and started in with this thinking about this reading. So snakes do represent wisdom, knowledge, transformation, rebirth, healing, and letting go. If the snake is in your totem, because I also have a, I don't know what I did with it now. I have a totem, like a piece of paper that shows, oh, here it is. Um, I have this that shows all the totems because I have a horse stone. I think that's where I got it. So in this totem card, it says that snake represents fertility and life force, which I guess would go along with healing. So then I was, as I was writing down what I was feeling from the dream, fear, snake, I'm afraid of snakes normally. So snakes can represent fear for me. I don't know why I'm afraid of snakes. It's abnormal. We don't have any poisonous snakes in Maine. I shouldn't be afraid of snakes. But they represent fear, which is false evidence appearing real. Thank you to the person who put that comment so I could remember what the that means. Fear, false evidence appearing real. So is there something in your life or in my life that is causing us fear that isn't real, isn't true, isn't, it's, we are being unreasonably fearful when we don't need to be. And then, so then after that, I was welcoming in my guides. I wrote down my notes. I looked it up in the book, and I'll go to that in a moment. And then I was welcoming in my guides. As I do, I open up my arms. I, you know, open up my green crystalline bubble of protection, and I welcome in Phaedra. Phaedra, she's my gatekeeper guide. She keeps me safe while I'm doing this work. And welcomed in, Merlin, the dragons, and Justin, who is my medieval type guy, who's my connection to past and past lives, and his hawk Landau. As I welcomed in Landau, he showed me, and I'm getting goosebumps all over, he showed me himself picking up a snake in his talons and flying away with the snake. So to me, that meant I'm taking your fear away. I'm taking this adversary away. I'm taking this issue away. So that's what it felt like for me. So for you, whatever this is that you're fearful of, whatever it is in your life that's adversarial right now, that's reassurance that it will be removed. That's my feeling. That's what the feeling my guides were giving me. So I continued to welcome in my guides. Mother Mary is one of my guides. And as I was welcoming her in, goosebumps again, my whole body, goosebumps, truth bumps, whatever you want to call it, I heard the Beatles, Mother Mary come to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Oh my gosh, my whole body is tingling. So the feeling that my guides, my gut, my intuition gave me at that time was there's no need to fight this adversary again, which went along with that message of making friends with the befriending the adversary, not being afraid, befriend the adversary to your advantage. I think I might have skipped that when I got the message about fear. Sorry guys. I skipped over that part. I think I can't really remember. There's a lot of energy in me right now. There's a lot of energy around this reading, so I'm just trying to do my best to get it out. So don't be afraid. Befriend the adversary to your advantage. So the snake also represents wisdom. So then I heard that line from the song Let It Be. I'm not a big Beatles fan. Some of you may be and may think I'm weird for not being. I like the early Beatles music. When their first album called Meet the Beatles, to me, is the best one. So I heard that from Mother Mary. Let it be, let it be. So yeah, the feeling I'm getting is not to butt heads or have arguments or fights with whatever this situation is for you. It's going to be different for each one of you. For some of you, it could be work, like it probably is for me. At least that's what I'm thinking. It could be relationships. It could be family. It could be adult children. It could be whatever you're having this feeling with. So Landau, the hawk, picked up the snake, carried it away, and as I was tuning in, I was watching him, fly away with the snake. He wasn't hurting the snake, was the feeling. He just kind of had his talons wrapped around the snake. The snake was still alive, and he was just carrying it away. Okay, so in this book about animal spirit guides, I often will look in this book if I see something 3 times and it's unusual. Like, I wouldn't look at it if I saw 3 chipmunks, because I see chipmunks all the time, at home. But when something comes in threes and it's unusual, like if you see 3 foxes within a close time frame or something like that. So, because remember the part of the dream where I was in the water, there were 3 snakes in the water, underwater, on the rocks. So I took that to be significant, and that my guides know that would lead me to this book. Okay, so I'm confident that this message is important. So when snake shows up, it means you're about to go through a significant personal change, so intense and dramatic that an old self will metaphorically die as a new self emerges. You're going to feel a surge of energy that will sharpen your senses, alert your mental faculties, and open up new channels of awareness. You're about to resolve a long-standing issue. So there is maybe that adversarial message that we had. One that has required a great deal of your attention. Goosebumps again. By seeing things in a new light. Okay, let me read the sentence again because I stopped to say, you're about to resolve a long-standing issue, one that has required a great deal of your attention, by seeing things in a new light. So seeing things in a new way, having some sort of enlightenment, will resolve this long-standing issue. It would be a good time for you to start doing either tantric or kundalini yoga. Now, this is odd for me personally. Now I'm getting goosebumps again. Because when I went to the healing energy share last Thursday, she was talking about her Kundalini yoga class, and I was saying, well, Kundalini has always kind of scared me off because it seems so intense, and people mention like that it's so intense that they pass out or get into some weird state. And she said, no, my Kundalini yoga class is not like that. Anyway, maybe some of you have been thinking about practicing tantric or kundalini yoga. You'll experience a dramatic, unexpected physical or emotional healing very soon, coming from an unexpected source. So physical or emotional healing from an unexpected source. Now, I do want to point out that my husband has been going through some medical stuff, and I've talked about it on a few of my videos. And he's going to have a phone call with she doesn't tout herself as a medical medium, but she can give answers to medical, physical ailments. The last time my husband had a call with her, She's fantastic, by the way. I've known her, gosh, I want to say it was around 2007, 8, somewhere around there, maybe 2009. I went to one of those psychic fairs in northern Maine, somewhere up by Augusta, and she was there doing 15-minute readings. And I had a 15-minute reading with her. She communicated with my cats, gave me messages that were spot on about my cats and their personalities and whatnot. She brought through my dog that had passed away years before, and she also told me some things about my daughter. Anyway, I was very impressed with that, so I set up a reading, a group reading for her to come around my birthday. I think it was either that same year or the following year. And once again, it was just phenomenal and amazing when she came through. So then, since then, I've had one phone reading with her. This was also years ago. And about a year and a half ago, my husband had a phone reading with her where she told him that, and she always does a disclaimer, by the way, that I am not a doctor. I am bringing through messages from spirit. I am not telling you what to do. When you hear the messages, it's up to you what you do with them, etc., etc. So she brought through a message about my husband's joint pain, and she basically said, or she brought through, remember, from spirit, this wasn't her, this was message through her from spirit, that no medical doctor was going to be able to really resolve his joint pain in his feet and hands. That what he needed to do was stop eating nightshades because his body doesn't process them appropriately. So that was white potatoes, tomatoes, all kinds, peppers, all kinds, and eggplant. When he took those out of his diet, literally 6 days later, his joint pain went almost completely away. It was, I think he said it was like 80% gone after 6 days of changing his diet after that advice from her. So tomorrow night, he's going to have a longer phone call with her. The last one was 30 minutes. This one I booked is 45 minutes for him because of his throat issues, which I talked about on a previous video. So healing by unconventional or a different means could be that. Obviously, this reading is for the collective. It's a general reading. But if my husband were to watch this, which he will, you'll experience a dramatic, unexpected physical or emotional healing very soon from an unexpected source. So you wouldn't necessarily expect, even though, I totally believe in her and know that what she does is phenomenal. It's not like you'd say, oh, I'm going to have this reading with a medical medium and I'm going to be completely healed. But it can happen. Okay, I'm sorry. So hopefully you get this. I don't know. This reading seems really important. So I know I've gone on for quite a while. But anyway, so pythons were the type of snake, remember, that I said that I felt that they were pythons. So when python shows up, you'll soon embark on an educational process where you'll be required to assimilate a lot of knowledge very quickly. There's an area in your life where you're feeling suffocated, and it's up to you to break out of it. You're going through a major transformative process, one that will result in the next evolution of who you are. You're about to shed something that has outgrown its usefulness and purpose. With the opportunity that's presented itself to you, strike while the iron is hot, is an appropriate aphorism. So this is pretty profound, right? All of this information coming through, snake related, something that I wouldn't normally be doing. But we are going to go ahead and see now what the message is that comes through with the cards. As I said, Merlin spray I used, and my guides are here, and this message has to do with snake energy as far as wisdom, transformation, and fear. Okay, that's what they're giving me. Wisdom, transformation, and fear. Wisdom, transformation, and fear. Okay. All right. So they already directed me to certain decks to use. And the first deck they directed me to, which I haven't used for a while, is the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Okay. I hope you're all doing well. I hope that there is going to be meaning in this message for you, that you will get something out of it. Ow, gosh. I feel like somebody's poking me in the leg with a with a with a needle. um, okay. My guides are saying, yes, pay attention, Lisa, pay attention, pay attention. Okay, so when I'm channeling these messages, it's hard for me to pay attention because I'm channeling the messages and just trying to get the right message out. That's why after I upload messages, I listen to them myself, because I don't remember what I'm doing or saying. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys, thank you so much. 8 more subscribers to go till I reach 400 and do the free reading giveaway. A couple more weeks left of my special pricing of $33 for a 1-hour reading. After that, on November 1st, the pricing will go up to the normal price, which is going to be 30 minutes for $55, 60 minutes for $88. So on November 1st, the regular pricing of my, well, in-person or live readings, I should say, will be going up to that. So, all right, $33 for a 1-hour reading now through October 31st. And then November 1st, 30 minutes, $55, 60 minutes, $88. So that will be the November 1st price. And I should have a website up, hopefully, in January. So you don't have to email me to book, and it may be easier. Those live readings can be pre-recorded if that's what you prefer. I'm hoping that people will want to be on live with me on Zoom, because I get a lot more out of it when I can have your feedback and reactions as I'm doing the reading. All right. First card out. Oh my gosh. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. And I think that was one of the things about the snake, right? The transformation, rebirth, regeneration. Embrace transformation. Things are now different. Embrace transformation. Things are now different. The Well Maidens. What a beautiful card. It's 3 women. The well looks like a scrying portal to me, because in it, and I know it's hard to see these because they're watercolors, but inside the frame is like a mountaintop or a hill with it looks like a tower on top with lots of light coming out of it. I know it's hard to see on this. The Well Maidens. Kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion. Wow. Yeah. Yes. As we're going through a metamorphosis, we need to be sure that we're having kindness, respect, and reverence and compassion with ourselves, right? We need to be kind and compassionate with ourselves as we're going through these types of things, these types of changes. Also with others in our lives, right? So we need to remember that always. I mean, you guys know kindness is my my mantra, right? Be brave, be kind, be true. The kindness matters thing is under here or behind here. Kindness matters. Yeah, it does. Kindness is free. All of us can be kind. So if you're now they're giving me a message about that. If you're feeling like you're dealing with somebody in your life, at work, at home, out in the community, what have you, that is unkind, you can stay in kindness and not stoop to their level, whatever that means. Kindness is free. Some people are just young souls. They haven't learned a lot. They're coming only from their perspective, from what they have as far as their soul growth, right? And sometimes that's hard to deal with, but it's okay. We can get through challenges. All right, this is the Dragon Riders Oracle, one of my favorite decks. Okay, and this was another deck that wanted to come out for this snake reading. Okay, that's coming out. Lousy and Sunshine. It's so funny because I feel like a lot of the same cards come out of this deck. Lousy and Sunshine. This is a number 15, which is a 6, which is harmony, right? Be careful with your words. With some, you can harm yourself. So speak with love and positivity. Allow your words and smile to be your adornments. Wow. This is right after we had that kindness card. Okay, so yeah. So I'm feeling like this is really important because sometimes when we have what we feel is a snake adversary, our first instinct isn't to be kind, right? Our first instinct is to kill it, get away from it, oh my gosh, Spirit, thank you. So whatever this adversary, whoever this adversary is for you, remember to have compassion and kindness. Gosh almighty. This is really, really strange, guys. I have never had, I don't believe I have ever had a dream that has led me to want to do not want to, but be compelled, because that's how it feels. All right. This is a Halloween deck that is on loan from a friend because she knows that I love Halloween, so she let me borrow it. And I got it out because this is October. I've only used it a few times when I've been guided to, but we're in the month of Halloween. So, all right. Okay, Spirit. For this snake, fear, wisdom, transformation message, what is the card from this Halloween deck, please? What is the card from this Halloween deck? And, oh, I also want to say, if any of you watching feel like you're getting some sort of message about this, feel free to put it in the comments. If I have people that are watching me that are also readers, intuitives, please feel free to put your take on it. Somebody may need the message that you're getting from this, right? So if you get a particular message from this reading, or if you have a particular message about, snakes, or, the things that I said about the dream in the beginning, please share it with us. I am very open to that. There's room for everybody in this reality that we're in. I'm not going to be mad if somebody pipes in and says, well, this is what I felt when you talked about the snake dream. Go for it. Just go for it. All right, from the Halloween deck, please. What spirit would you like from this deck? Okay. That's 2, I think. Midnight and Cauldron. These are quite beautiful cards, by the way. But I probably will have to get the book out. Okay. Midnight, the most magical hour of all. Okay, there's Cauldron, which actually Cauldron was the first card, would have been the first card. So Cauldron, are these in alphabetical order? Maybe. That would make it easier. Yes. Okay. All right, so let's see what the message is. Cauldron. Synergy and healing. Wow, fantastic. Where all things come together under pressure, flowful synergy. A new thing is created, a crucible of infinity. Should you receive the Cauldron card, it indicates the importance of combining a variety of techniques or elements to get the best result. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Refuse to choose just a single rigid pathway when a variety of ways are there to be enjoyed and experienced. You can find your own ways to create something new. that transformation, right? The cauldron is a deeply transformational tool. There's that transformation again. Things change once they are put under pressure. Resilience is being cultivated over time, and this means that you will be able to withstand any negative pressure much more healthily from the inside out. Makes perfect sense, right? From the inside out. So that's intuition. That's your feeling. So cauldron is saying you're going to be able to withstand this pressure, right? You're in a transformative time, which we already had. Wisdom, transformation, and fear were the three things that I said Spirit was giving me for the three most important, messages coming out of this. Midnight, the most magical hour of all. The dark, it envelops me. The witching hour awaits. True magic and enchantment and spells that change fates. Wow. Let me just see. Hold on. This might have 2 pages. Nope, it doesn't. Okay. Allow yourself to relax into the benevolent darkness of midnight. You may feel this is your darkest hour, but know that the light will return again. The dawn always follows the darkest night. Know, too, that it is important to recognize that we all have darkness within us, just as we have light, and this isn't something to hide from. Okay. So this is kind of, darkness within us is kind of like our shadow side that I talk about sometimes when we get moon cards and things like that. It talks about our shadow side and facing that. Our fears are our shadow side, or can be our shadow side. So, it's also important to not negate that, but face it. Like we're fear, false evidence as appearing as real. Sorry, I gotta move that over. I don't know what's happening here. Sometimes I start messing. Well, I want you guys to be able to see the cards. Yeah, so that sometimes can happen, and we don't want to look at it. We don't want to look at our shadow side. We don't want to face our fears. But I don't know why they're giving me that, but that's what they're saying. That we need to face our fears sometimes. And this is the time to do it. This snake message. Because fear and worry, they really are wasted emotion. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I mean, we want to be afraid of a hot wood stove, right? We don't want to put our hand on it. It's not necessarily, I guess it's a healthy fear. Healthy fear is okay. But ridiculous fear is not. Gosh, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go back and reiterate all these messages. Cauldron, whatever is under pressure, the outcome will be fine. 2 of Wands, that's a choice. All right, going to my trusty, I've always called it Tarot Royale. The Chariot, that's victory. I think it has a different name. I don't know why I call it that, but, ooh, the Empress. The Empress, yes, yes, yes. Birthing of new things. Oh my gosh, the King of Pentacles. What are you being called to do? The Judgment card. Okay. Wisdom, transformation, and fear. Wow, this is the 3rd reading that I've had that ends with the Ten of Swords. Okay. So last week I did a reading for Sagittarius, I believe it was, that ended with the Ten of Swords. I did a reading for Leo, I believe, that ended with the Ten of Swords. So things are coming to completion, right? Cycles are ending. Okay. So as far as with this snake dream, The Two of Wands comes out, okay? This is about choice. Like, which road will you take? And remember, one of the messages that came through about that dream was befriending the adversary to your advantage, whatever that means. Um, for some of you, it could mean, is it worth arguing with my boss? Or do I need to, like, you get more bees with honey. Not that we want to be stung, but that's just a saying. It's like we need to not be fearful of getting along with the adversary, whoever that is for you or whatever that is for you. I just don't know. And I may have to refer back to my notes on this. Yeah. Don't be afraid. Befriend the adversary to your advantage. So you're going to have to make a choice. Obviously, that is a choice card. And right after that is the Chariot card. This is victory. This is also Cancer's card. But this, when we get these major arcanas and we have 1, 2, 3, these are major life things, right? The major arcana cards are major things. The minor arcana cards are more of the everyday, right? So this Chariot card is a victory, but one that comes with a conundrum is usually how my guides have had me explain it. Sphinxes don't pull chariots, right? So she's not going to be going anywhere with the Sphinxes pulling that. There's a riddle. There's something that needs to be figured out before your next move, okay? Before your next move, there's something to figure out. And then we have the Empress. This is a great card to get. This is the energy of all 4 queens. This is Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia. She is the birther of all things, the birther of ideas, of new things, of new phases of your life they're giving me. New businesses, new outlooks, this is like when you become rebirthed, when you become a new type of, Spirit, help me explain. It's like somebody who's been walking around in a fog or depressed, and suddenly they figure out the answer and then they're happy and they're walking around happy, is the example they're giving me. It's like an enlightenment or an aha moment or an epiphany they're giving me for that card for this particular reading. And then you have the King of Pentacles. This is achievement. This is abundance. This is, okay, I've put in all the work. I've done everything I need to do. I'm ready to put my scepter down and take a rest. This card can often indicate that you need a time of introspection and meditation and just kind of looking at what you've created. What have you created? Where are you going next? It goes right along with the Chariot card, right? And these also look very similar. I know she's not the Queen of Pentacles, but all that green and beauty, like the angel wings that are on that king's throne, 3 sets of them really, and then the wings on his feet. It's just both cards are cards of abundance. So I see and feel that when this change takes place, when you face this fear, when you recognize this fear, when you gain wisdom from this fear, that you will be able to move on to abundance. Next card is Judgment. Okay, this is a 20, which is also a 2. 2 of Wands, pairing down to a 2, choice, right? So you are being called to do something. What are you being called to do, and how will you answer the call, or will you even answer the call? Are you listening? Are you tuned in? Are you ready? And more angel wings. I don't know why I've never been told to point that out on either one of these cards. Okay? So angel wings. 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, 5 set. 6 with the helmet. I mean, I don't know, guys, but I follow what my guides give me. So what I'm hearing is you're being called to wisdom. You're being called to wisdom. Use your wisdom and your intuition. Glean your wisdom from your intuition. You know what the right thing to do is. You know what the answer is. You know what you need to do. You know what your next step is. You cannot give in to the fear, okay? You cannot give in to the fear. Ten of Swords. Okay, this deck is my preferred Ten of Swords card because they're not piercing him. He's pretty much lying in a field of poppies, resting after all of this talking, typing, writing, texting, all of this communication that has exhausted him with trying to either get his point across or now I'm hearing arguing, debating, which is what did we already have in here? Befriend the adversary to your advantage. Don't let it do this. Wow, Spirit, thank you for tying all of this in. So don't let all of this discussion, talk, argument with whoever this adversary is for you. And could it be you talking to yourself? Absolutely, it could. But don't let it get to the point of exhaustion, okay? Use your wisdom. Befriend that person to your advantage. I don't know why they keep saying that. It's really strange to me that they keep using that line because we don't want to take advantage of people, right? But sometimes it's to our advantage not to fight and argue with someone. Okay, now we're going to the Red Dragon, Pendragon, King Arthur deck. I can hear that it's raining out. The curtains are still closed in this room because typically by the time I get up here to do a reading, it's already light out, so I've opened the curtains. But because I skipped my walk this morning because they made me feel like this was really important, yeah. Okay. Okay. What do you have to add, Spirit, from this deck regarding this snake dream, wisdom, transformation, fear message? I really hope, I mean, if this resonated for you, or if you know what this means, or if it means something to you, please give it a like or an emoji, you know, put a little snake emoji or something in there so I know that it resonated. Because when I put these videos out on YouTube, unless you comment or something, I don't know if it's meaning anything for you, if it means anything for you. The only way I know is if you comment. I mean, I assume that when people like the video, it meant something for them. Strength, number 8. Strength. Strength, that's the Leo card. Queen of Wands, that's that fierce, fiery queen, that's a friend. 9 of Cups, emotional accomplishment, but can be a little braggy, can be like, look at me, look at all I've done. I'm great and wonderful, and well, that can kind of sometimes be a Leo trait, is, you know, because they love to be seen, they love to be praised. That's a Leo thing. Anything else from this deck? No. Oh, 1. Again, 6 of Swords, that came out, not this time. I just feel like sometimes readings have trends. Okay, so regarding this, oh my gosh. Strength. This is it's not a lion. The horse has a lion on his breastplate, but this is a guy who's running through water, I believe trying to catch the wild boar. So strength, inner strength. You can get through this. This card happens to depict outer strength. Typically the strength card is inner strength. But with him riding that horse, and it almost looks like he's hanging off the horse because he's going to grab, what he has to do is grab the scissors or something off the boar's head. I remember I studied this deck because it's Welsh tradition. this boar has something on his head. I think, yeah, it's scissors. He's got the thing. And this guy in his quest is supposed to find that wild boar and get the scissors off his head. I do remember that. I don't know. I don't remember every card's meaning, but some of them I do. The Queen of Wands, I mean, in the Welsh tradition. I know the meanings of the regular tarot, but this Welsh deck is very special. It has a lot of different meanings. Queen of Wands. Okay, this is fiery, passionate, Aries, Leo, Sag, Queen, feminine energy, fiery. She has your back, type energy and ready to go to bat for you. She's got a sunflower in one hand and her wand or staff in the other. I think it's funny they're pointing out that all this is fiery, fire, and then she has a blue shoe on. So I don't know why they wanted me to point that out. It's something different, right? Where the whole rest of her outfit is fiery, passionate, and then she has blue. Now, blue represents the throat chakra. So they're pointing out a lot of things in these cards that they've never pointed out before. What is it that you need to say? Some of you need to say something. They wouldn't be pointing out that blue to me for no reason at all. And blue does represent the throat chakra. So that could be important for some of you. And then we have this Nine of Cups. Okay, this depicts a woman sitting in the forest, again with blue shoes on. There is a bee there. Remember how we talked about you catch more bees with honey than vinegar earlier? Huh. Okay, thank you, Spirit. The blue shoes, the throat, what do you need to say? They're just pointing that out to me because, again, this card is all green. She doesn't really have any blue on. It's kind of whitish purple, and then she has blue shoes. So the Nine of Cups. Nines are getting to accomplishment, and this card doesn't typically look like the braggart like it is in the other deck. She just looks like she's sitting there kind of serenely in the forest. With that cup on her lap. So maybe this is just accomplishment in this deck. So let me kind of tune in. Emotional. So they're telling me this Nine of Cups kind of is similar to this Ten of Swords. Lots and lots and lots of work and emotion, words has been put into something with whatever your adversary is, whoever your adversary is, that this is what you feel like as far as that situation. Lying down and taking a nap, sitting down and having a drink, which is kind of what she's doing there in the forest. All right, and then that fourth card to come out right when they had said that was it is the Six of Swords. We had another six in here somewhere. I don't remember now. Oh, it was the Dragon card. What's the number of this? That's a 7. So the Dragon card was a 6. So beginning card is a 6 and the ending card is a 6. I always find that significant. It happens every once in a while where the very first card I pull is the same number as the very last card. So typically that would mean the completion of a cycle, right? Because if you start at 12 o'clock and you go all the way around to 12, you've completed a cycle. That's what this 10 indicates, is the completion of a cycle, right? It's kind of what the Chariot indicates, your victory, completing that cycle. It's kind of what the Judgment card is, like the next thing that you're doing. So you're being called to the next thing, right? The Empress with that rebirthing. Six of Swords. This is a card of not bringing all of your baggage with you to a new start. There's more wings. They're pointing out these angel wings like crazy. I don't know what this means. Do some of you have a particular angel that you call on? This could mean that. Call on the angels to get you through this fear, false evidence appearing real, to get you through this making friends with your adversary, whatever that is. But at any rate, you can't take all your baggage with you. You need to get rid of the dead weight. In order to have a new start, you've got to throw those things overboard that you don't need to take. Only take with you what has your best and positive outcome in mind, right? So let me see. So I'm just looking at this card. It's not quite as clear in this card as it is in the other cards. Typically in most decks, the front three swords are lit up and the other three swords are a little bit darker. So it's not really like that. In this card, I kind of feel like it's the baggage that needs to go, right? So moving on to have something new, you can't do it if you have all that baggage with you. You just can't. Okay. I thought they might leave me this deck earlier. I was kind of feeling pulled to this Soul's Journey James Van Praagh deck. I don't know how long this... We're already at 50 minutes, but I do what they tell me to, and I felt like this was a very important message to get out. I have no idea what it's going to be called. Thank you, guides, for bringing this message through. Thank you. Just feels like there are people who are very afraid of something. And with that throat chakra, maybe you're afraid to speak up or stand up for yourself. But remember balance, and remember that message about befriending your adversary. I just feel like that's really important. I feel like if someone goes too far with an argument with their boss or their spouse or their adult children or their, I don't know, that it's not going to end well. That if somebody goes too far, that's the feeling they're giving me. Don't go too far. Don't shoot yourself in the foot, right? Use your wisdom in order to transform the situation, and don't give in to your fear. But by the same token, don't just go off in anger. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Yeah, totally. That's a good one. Indecision. Using your intuition will help you make decisions all the time. 2 purple cards. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. True. All right, so from the Soul's Journey, indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Yeah. Tune in. Tune in. Very important. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. You can. Don't give in to the fear, right? Don't give in to the fear. Okay, we're going Magical Times, Animal Oracle, and then we'll end. I haven't done a video this long in a long time. A long time, I don't think. Magical Times Empowerment Cards by Jody Bergsma, one of my favorite decks. This deck has a lot of purple and blue on it, you know, on that part. Don't forget about the blue that came out, those blue shoes. If that means something to you, please, by all means, let me know if blue shoes means something to you. What they were giving me, or what I was picking up on, was blue is the throat chakra. Angel wings, I don't even know that why that's being pointed out. They're not giving me anything else about it. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pair of angel wings. Oh my gosh, really? Rebirth. This is what we talked about from the beginning with the snake, right? Rebirth and transformation. Let me see. Yeah, rebirth. Same exact words written on my notes. Okay, guys. So, transforming ourselves away from the fear, getting into our intuition so that we can gain wisdom. That's the card they wanted. These are 2 Phoenix. No matter what happens, you can find new wings. Wings! Oh my gosh, wings! Oh my gosh. Spirit. I've got goosebumps all over. Rise from the past. Accept the positive change that is coming. Accept the positive change that is coming. Wings, 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 wings. Oh my gosh. I'm always blown away when things like this happen when I'm doing these readings. I really am. All right, so we started out with the Healing Waters Oracle. Metamorphosis. Oh my gosh, right. Embrace transformation. Things are now different, right? The Well Maidens. Kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion. Presiding over the reading was the number 15, Lao Zi, and Sunshine. Be careful with your words. Oh my gosh. And then we got the blue of the throat chakra. Okay, don't go too far. Exactly. I forgot that the card said that. Somebody is going to get very close to ending up either getting fired or having a breakup or something because they weren't able to rein something in. Now, I'm sorry, guys, but I have to give you what my guides are giving me. They really need you to transform, transmute the energy of fear or anger that you're feeling. Okay. Be careful with your words. With some, you can harm yourself. So speak with love and positivity. Allow your words and smile to be your adornments. Remember, make friends with your adversary. Isn't that what it was? And then we had cauldron. Things under pressure can change, right? Was that what that was? And then midnight, the witching hour. Now I feel like I have to go back to it because I don't want to give you the wrong. What was cauldron? The importance of combining a variety of techniques or elements to get the best result. The cauldron is a deeply transformational tool. The transformation, yeah. Things change once they are put under pressure. Resilience is being cultivated over time, and this means that you will be able to withstand any negative pressure much more healthily from the inside out. Okay, so that was intuition. That was saying use your intuition, right? And the midnight was allow yourself to relax into the benevolent darkness of midnight. Oh, that was it's darkest before the dawn, right? So some of you feeling that fear, maybe feeling like, nothing's going to change, and then, suddenly you get that epiphany. Remember I talked about that, how all of a sudden you feel like you have the answer, know what to do, know how to go forward, right? And then Two of Wands, choice, Chariot, victory with a question, the Empress, all the feminine energy of the queens, the King of Pentacles, the abundance, but ready to kind of take a rest, set things down. But then you're being called, or setting it down as far as maybe one part of things, and then being called to something different, something new with the Judgment card. Not letting the Nine of Cups, Ten of Swords energy get you down or get into you, not letting it go all the way. That Strength card, inner strength, you can get through this, use your wisdom, right? That Queen of Wands, fire, action, passion, loyalty, friend, right? That Six of Swords, getting rid of what you don't need, right? Getting rid of what you don't need. And then the indecision and discipline cards coming up. And then the rebirth card, okay? Rebirth. I mean, the same messages have kind of come up throughout this. So I had no idea that snake dream was going to lead to this. It kind of makes sense, but I'll have to listen back to it to really glean the information, because while I'm in this mode, I'm just trying to get the right cards, the right messages. I'm trying to really tune in, but I got a lot of goosebumps on those first oracle cards that I pulled, and some of the messages that I was giving you. So don't give in to fear, okay? Use your wisdom and your intuition. Oh boy, okay. Two of my favorite cards in the deck. Loon, which is, as some of you know, that's when I get a text message, it makes a loon sound. Intuitive. Yes. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Look at the baby loons. Isn't that cute? Look at. I love it. Loons are so gorgeous with that brown eye. Like, it's just their eyes are amazing. And one of my other favorites is personal choice. So when you click off this video, you need to take a moment to just take a breath, see what animal shows up for you, and focus on that animal and learn about that animal's power. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. Embrace these qualities. Okay? Personal choice. So when you get done with this video, just ask your guides, what animal do I need to see right now? Whatever the animal is that comes in, you can look that up on the internet. You can send me a message and I can look it up in my book for you. I don't have a problem doing that. Okay, guys, so wisdom, transformation, and not giving in to fear. Okay? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Okay? Mother Mary, come to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Okay? There's something that you're going to have to be transforming yourself about so you can let it alone and not continue down the path that it was leading you. Okay? Wow, guys, so many messages here. I hope that this has helped. I really, truly hope this has helped for you. I love doing this for you. Please do subscribe if you haven't. Please do give the video a like, a share. I appreciate it so much. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.